go get him again. This time is for the money, my nigga.
This time it is.
Brooklyn, stand up. Never been a nigga.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Afternoon FM. Today, I am joined by Ben Barry.
Hi, everybody.
The Ben Barry, photographer extraordinaire.
Yo.
Card collecting conduit.
Yo.
Basketball baron. I don't know what else this is. It's Instagram bio, but there's a lot of alliterations. Crypto collector.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm gonna add that.
What's
let's
up,
see. I got media mercenary.
Media mercenary.
It used to be a promising, but now I'm a professional photographer.
Ooh.
I think that's why I'm here.
It was said promising photographer?
Yeah, for a while. And reluctant recluse, right? Because I really do be inside a lot.
But reluctantly.
Yeah, because outside looks fun.
Outside looks fun. Especially through a frame. Ben shot it, bro.
Word. Hi, everybody.
We're going to be learning a little bit about this man's life, his trials, his tribulations, his gigs, his ups, his downs, a list of his fears.
That's tight.
He did pick up on the strong up kick, down kick on Street Fighter 3, so I will commend him a little bit, as opposed to you bitch-ass motherfuckers at Bravery Studios. I'm just kidding. Shout out to Bravery Studios. I love you guys. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Listen, if there was ever like a studio like series of fighting games, though,
dude,
I'm a free agent. I'll play for whatever studio.
What, you're playing for Bravery Studios?
Nah, I'll play for here. Listen,
all right. Oh shit, you heard that?
It sounds like they got the hitters, right? Like that's like the thing.
They got Steve.
Okay.
They got Steve.
That's a ringer.
They got Steve and they got Matthias.
All right, that's
Not Marvin though. Marvin's.
I know how to push buttons a little bit.
I don't know, man. Marvin's training his dogs right now to try to beat me in fucking. Oh shit! Shout out to Josh Santillan flashing the nips.
Oh,
we got Josh Santillan here, even though he's probably not that good at fighting games. But the kid, he's training his dogs right now, bro, to take me in Kirby, bro.
in Kirby.
And Kirby, bro. Kirby is an underrated fighting game, bro.
It's just called Kirby?
I don't know. It's Kirby It's for fucking the Super Nintendo, the little small Super. And I'd never played Kirby in my life, and I wasn't planning to. And then Eric turned me on to Kirby, and Samurai Kirby, one of my favorite mini games of all time right now. It's a great game.
Okay.
And there's the Megaton Punch. The Megaton Punch.
Kirby has a Megaton Punch. Okay.
Kirby versus Kirby in a competition to break the Earth in half by punching the Earth's crust. And you have to hit the gauges right, and you gotta hit this weird like hypnosis shit. And if you get all of them on the right thing, you get a better score on it. So Marv is currently training his dogs to try to take.
Are you the champ in that?
No, I wasn't planning to. I never played Kirby in my life, but.
Cause I'll say this in Alpha 2, is that what we played?
Yeah.
Is that what we played first? In Alpha 2, the what is that, like the crouching low kick? Crouching low kick is very strong.
It's a
Your
dance.
crouching low kick game is very strong. You know what I mean?
It's a weird one. I could sweep somebody, but I could only play them for 4 games. I'm like a homeless chess savant, bro.
Yo, so the more I've been playing like fighting games at actual places, like with machines and like low lag or no lag, like, or especially if you're playing on machines and there's no lag, like if you're playing on like very low lag like screens or using sticks that have that, it's almost a different game. Like I thought I was like good at Street Fighter, right? But I really knew how to play with the lag.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's not the same. Like you want to react, you might react delayed. What seems delayed in the game, like on the Switch, as opposed to like a game on like a Super Nintendo, or like a arcade machine, where you can react like almost late, but you can do like very last minute. It takes the input, so it's interesting. You do get me 2-0 though. Can't take that away from you.
Word.
Alpha 2-0.
Word. Fucking You know, I learned a lot about the lag with my buddy, with Neil, bro. Neil's very heavy in
Yeah.
the Super Smash Brothers scene, and with the N64, if you use the HDMI, if you project it on an HDMI,
Lag, yo.
there's lag, bro. There's lag. You have to project it onto AV, and if you do the AV, you're good. So that's the reason why there's a CRT just chilling there, because of the lag.
Nice.
It's a very deep game in that sense.
It's a very Smash Brothers thing to do.
yeah.
Have a CR2.
But enough about Smash Brothers and enough about Street Fighter and
I
Marvin
like that
and all
shit.
these people. Let's learn a little bit about you, bro. Tell me a little bit about your early life. Where are you from?
Let's see. I was born. I think everyone was born in St. Joseph's, like right. Everyone's born in Patterson. I feel like that you've spoken to.
everybody was born in Patterson.
Yeah,
bro.
everybody.
This is the beginning of the earth. Everybody was born in Patterson.
No, but
they're fucking bones.
I don't know.
Was born in Patterson. All right.
Yeah, born
Tell
in
me about,
Patterson. Lived in Patterson.
Your family, like,
moved to
where-
Prospect Park. Early family life was cool, right? Yeah, early family life was cool. I think I don't know what to say there.
All right. Like, tell me like a little bit about growing up, bro. Like, fucking.
Let's see. I grew up with 2 younger brothers.
All
Right.
right. What's that like?
Let's see. I do have a younger sister who was born like much later, whose birthday is in the month of August. So we're in August. I don't know when this comes out.
All
It's
right.
this month.
What were your interests as a kid? Like, how did you like
Fighting games.
Funning games?
Fighting games.
Fighting games. All right.
Shout out to Funning Games.
Shout out to Fun and Games, bro. That was, dude. That was like it's come up on the podcast before, bro. And that place is like, it's like a cultural like watering hole.
Yeah.
Like serious, like all the scene in Willowbrook when we were like.
I want to see if I
kids.
can find the. No, keep going. I want to see if I can find a picture of a tournament win in Funny Games that I came
Wait, were you
across
playing
recently.
in tournaments at Fun and Games?
These are. I want to see if I can find the picture. You gotta keep going though.
Word. But
No.
yeah, bro, Fun and Games at Willowbrook, bro, was like a fucking, like a cultural, like, watering hole, bro. And it was like a thing that I noticed that broke all the scenes. Like, you would have, like, the emo kids from the fucking, from Willowbrook. And then you'd have, like, fucking, like, gangster people from fucking Patterson. And then you'd have, like, rich kids from, like Caldwell. Like, Willowbrook was, like, this huge, like, fondue of like all that, because this whole area is nuts. Like,
That's real.
no, serious, bro. It's like it's a 10-minute drive from Patterson to Franklin Lakes, bro. I think it's like
Frank,
10.
what county is that? Is that Bergen or Passaic County?
Probably Bergen. I'm pretty sure it's Bergen.
Okay.
But you go from, it's a 10-minute drive and it's one road from here to like, and then you hit like the Checkers, bro. And there's an insane like class like gradient that happens like from the fucking like from like Franklin Lakes. It's like these people have $1 million homes and shit, and then you're like in the spot where it's like nuts.
No, it's the area we live in.
Yeah, it's fucking strange, man.
You could turn a corner and you just go from.
But the thing about Fun and Games, bro, is that that's where everybody would all meet, bro. Because video games is like a unifying thing.
It was
There's a
very
lot
good
of
for
things.
that.
As I got older, bro, I realized what like unifies people, man. Sometimes it's beer, sometimes it's fucking, it's like the very staple things that people fucking.
It's the commonalities that bring us together.
Like food, you know what I mean? Food separates, but food brings everybody together because everybody's very curious. Because it's a need, bro. But every culture does their need in a different way. But games and media and all this shit, it's beautiful, man. It's an offering to God.
You say games are in need.
Games are a need, bro. There is a need. There is. That's what I'm.
I don't know. But
You don't think entertainment is
you
a
gotta
need?
explain that. No, you just gotta explain that one to me.
Entertainment is totally a need. Actually, not even just entertainment. So the thing with games, and this is a thing that's been a constant in all of humanity, bro, is the need for myth, myth and storytelling. Myth is like kind of like an educational thing. Myth kind of like falls in the theme of like, there's a part of it that's part like religious, there's part of it that's like cultural, and it's like, no way for the oh my god, bro, holy shit. What year was this?
What you hear Matt reacting to is a picture from a Fun and Games tournament in 2007.
2007.
Fun fact.
Damn, you have good data retention, bro.
They closed that. No, shout out to Facebook. It was tagged.
Shout out to Facebook.
It was tagged. I had to go.
Oh my God,
I had to go to the handles of Facebook and check.
Was this for Super Dance Revolution?
No, that might have been for Third Strike.
Really?
Or Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Oh man.
Don't quote me on that. If the cameras are better, you'd be able to zoom in on the trophy and see what it says.
Let me see. No, there's no way in hell, bro. This is taking on like a Nokia flip phone.
It's 2007.
I know, bro. Or a Nikon Coolpix.
I know this isn't the topic, but yo, there was an auction. I remember when Funny Games closed, there was an auction for all the games.
Oh shit!
I remember. I remember those times.
That's some epic shit right there.
I remember those times. Rest in peace, Funny Games.
Should have been on Christie's or some shit.
Rest in peace, Sports World. Route 17, if you know, you know.
Yeah, rest in peace, Fun and Games.
But yeah, I did a lot of that
rest
stuff.
Rest in peace, Funkoland.
Funkoland on Willowbrook. Outside.
Funkoland was the shit.
It's now like a glasses store.
Yeah.
Or something attached to Willowbrook.
No, like it's weird.
Nah, they wasn't there.
There was so much.
They wasn't there.
I saw a Funkoland poster, I think at Digital Press. Shout out to Digital fucking Press, bro.
What's Digital Press?
Digital Press in Clifton, dude? No, dude? You don't know Digital Press?
I don't get out the house.
Oh my god, bro. It's like the last, like Ashburn of like nostalgia. It's really like a safe haven where it's just like a bunch of old video games. It's a little bit like Funkoland. It took me a while to warm up to it because I'm a big Funkoland. I remember being like 5 years old and I was like that was my shit. Yeah, man. That shit was crazy. Funkoland held it in though.
But no, I did spend a lot of time playing games, but honestly, like I think I play the same games then that I play now. Yeah. Which is very, very, like, I don't know what that says about me.
Kind of same with me, too, bro. Fucking, like, we just played NBA Jam.
We did.
NBA Jam was, like, one of the first games when I was, like, my brother had the Super Nintendo hack. I
had a cousin with an SNES.
Yeah, and I used to play NBA Jam. And I always, as I get older, I just want to play I don't care about the graphics anymore, because it's all the same mechanics. The mechanics is really what makes the game.
You know what it is? A lot with me is these games. I had some. I didn't have a lot of things. Like we were talking about N64. I've never had an N64.
Yeah.
I didn't have a Sega Genesis. I didn't have a Super Nintendo. Right. I did have like the PlayStation 2, and I had a Sega Dream. Or not. I didn't have a Dreamcast. I had the Sega Saturn. The year N64 came out, I remember I got a Sega Saturn.
Yeah.
Which, looking back, very fly thing to have, right?
Yeah.
Very fly thing to have.
What games would you have? What'd you have for Saturn?
I had Virtual Cop.
Okay.
Virtual Fighter.
Ooh.
I had Knights. I don't know if you remember Knights.
I remember Knights. I think we had Dragon Force.
And there's a version of X-Men versus Street Fighter, right? Which is the proper version because you could do the tag team like it's Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
Which the PlayStation 1 version, you can't do the tag team. It's 2 players like it's Capcom versus SNK, where one character dies and then the next player comes in. So
it's crazy that they started with just X-Men.
Yo, X-Men versus Street Fighter, I think technically it's the first Marvel versus game.
Yeah. What other Marvel versus games are there? Marvel versus SNK?
There's
Marvel.
No, there's Capcom versus SNK. Capcom versus SNK 2.
Yeah.
There is.
That was like the shit, bro. That was like the greatest.
I never had those. But back to the original point I was trying to make, like because I didn't have a lot of things, I think recently I'm just getting them now.
Yeah.
Because I'm having like success, with this photography shit, so I'm able to get the things.
I'm wondering when did you get into photography? How did you?
I always liked photography, but like a point and shoots were like my thing. Yeah. And I was able to finesse point and shoots to like, you know what I mean? Like I look back and like all these old pictures I have are because I had a point and shoot.
Yeah.
And I was bringing them places, so I was able to be like, yo, take the picture, and just have them.
What was your first point and shoot?
Probably like the Kodak it definitely was the Kodak where when you put it on top, it has the printer. So you put it on. Yeah, it was a Kodak point and shoot. It was a digital camera that didn't have a screen. So you could take the picture, but you couldn't review it.
Oh shit.
Right? But you could take the picture and it's saved on the memory card, and you were able to put it on a printer, like a physical printer, and like load in like paper, and it would print out on the paper off of that. It had an interface where you would be able to like use the screen as the screen for the printer, and then hit print on the camera, and it would print through the printer. These are
Dude,
facts.
I want that like now. That's like fucking.
But it was so low resolution, but like you were able to finesse it during the daytime.
Yeah,
during the daytime, like sun and shit, you were able to like do some things.
Shots, get some shit.
Right, and the printer, like you could just carry that shit with you.
It's also, you know what's good about it is that
Kodak made it.
No, is that you couldn't see the shot. So you
but
technically
you
had
could
a film
pull it up
camera.
on you could pull it up on the computer though.
Yeah, I know, but you can't see the shot. Bro.
Yeah, you
that's
definitely
part
couldn't.
of the fucking thing.
You definitely couldn't.
That's the good thing with that's the one, like
you
really,
have to learn like the sun shined on you this direction.
Yeah.
So I have to turn this way, even though you might be standing here, and then even though the way you might be standing, like yo, take a picture. The shadows, but like no, I'm gonna turn you here so the sun's on your face or something, so I can get the picture.
You're like, yo, I want to make sure
learn
this
that
is
shit
good
early.
because we're not gonna fucking. Oh,
and you
that's
only
great,
had
dude.
you only had like a certain amount. It was like what memory cards back then, like fucking like 128 like megs.
108, like yeah, bro. yeah,
64 megs.
Crazy, bro, crazy. I see them shits at like thrift shop now, and I fucking there's this. I find now that there's like a certain there's like a beautiful quality to like older film. It's like not like nostalgic. It's like right now I feel like it's a little hipstery, but it's like I miss when I shot with the cool pics, like for the first time. Like I had a Nikon cool pics, and like I really liked.
That's like the Mercedes of fucking point and shoots.
It was the MySpace camera for me, bro. I used to be able to do like and I was mad shy, so I would fucking. I remember I would add a bunch of 8-bit fucking characters to my little MySpace photos, bro. But like, it was like a Canon for me, man. It was a Canon. It was my ex-girlfriend's Canon, this DSLR, and then I fucking fell in love with this like chick from Canada, and she got me into Nikon, like heavy. And my first one was a D30-100, but that really took me like, yo, that shit is sick.
Is that a crop or a full frame?
It was a DSLR, man. It was a It was the first DSLR. That's when I like really fucking.
So it's
got
definitely
into
crop
it.
sensor.
But bro, the Kodak with the that shit's great, bro. That principle, I didn't learn like fucking like when I started to do film shit when I was in like school, bro. That shit was fucking. That shit helped like crazy, bro.
Nah, I look back on like my photography shit. A lot of things that held me back made me like, if I was like. Gave me skills faster than usual. My first zoom lens didn't have the focus was broken.
Yeah.
Right. So I had to learn how to do that shit, and I was shooting sports.
Yeah.
So I learned, and I was shooting in like it's street ball. Like I was shooting street ball. Like was my first sport. So like I at night boosting. I had to get that shit right, and I got like fast with it. So that's why I can adjust at night. It's cool now because cameras now like fucking. I thought I was never gonna be DSLRs, like, cause like when Sony started coming out with like mirrorless, and I'm like, yo, I'm not. That shit feels like a toy. But when Canon started coming out with them, I was like, one, I can keep all my lenses. That's cool. And then two, like, yo, EVFs, yo, not bad. I could do things with this that I couldn't do with a regular camera or my eye.
Yeah.
But, like in the dark, I could do this and know what this looks like, even though it's not exposed like this. But I can also click really quick and see what it's gonna look like exposed. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. So I do like a lot of things in cameras, like the things I held. I'm happy that I got to go through a lot of like old and like broken cameras and
because it
all
made
that
you
shit.
appreciate good shit.
Yeah, and it helped
like,
me with the skills. By the
know
way,
what shit tastes like to eat
you had
some
Tune up
steak.
here. You had Tune. Tune. I'm sorry. A couple years. I want to tell this story because he was
All
here.
right, continue, please. No.
We are gonna go back to the beginning and shit. But yo, there was a time where I got my camera stolen. I shot this tournament called TBT, which is called the tournament. It was like $1 million basketball tournament. They still do them now. I think it's like the pot's like $2 million now. They have it on ESPN now. It's great. But my camera got stolen, right? And I was able to buy it was maybe a five. It was like a red, like a T5i, a T4i maybe, T4i, T5i with a 24 to 105L, scratched to like it's all fucked, right? Super heavy scratches on the element, but like I was able to grab that shit from Tune, right? I owed him for like $150 for a solid 2 months. Didn't pay him back right away. He got his money back after a solid like 7-8 weeks, but I did not pay it back right away. That was maybe 2017, 2016. 2016. I want to come on the record and say, yo, I am sorry.
It took 8 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, it's whatever, bro.
We haven't spoken since.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's still mad about it. Dude, it's $150 in 2000. Well, technically, you could have bought like a house and shit. 2016 with
2016, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
The summer of 2016, yeah.
So how did you get into, so you started with the photography, like how, like.
I think, no, so I got into it when, because I was a writer at first, right?
Really?
Yeah, I wrote a lot. That was like my shit, still my shit.
What, like mostly like novels or fucking like stories or?
Everything.
Really?
I really liked writing.
All right, word.
I still really like writing. I still do.
Huh.
I got to do certain things.
I'm learning this right now, buddy. Why are you keeping this so silent, bro?
I think I said this earlier. Like, I think this is one of those years where like I'm cool with like talking about certain like accomplishments. Like I'm.
Yeah. No. All right, word. No.
Yeah. I was
talk
writing,
your shit, bro.
No, I was writing a lot. So I hooked up with this guy in Canada named Adam Kingsley, and he had access to Complex, and he had so I was like, we partnered, and he had a sports network. So I was like, yo. He was in the Complex Media Network, but he just couldn't pump out content. And I was into basketball, so I was doing that shit like heavy. This is like maybe like 20. This is early. I don't know, 2009. No. I was back from. This is like 2010, 2011. Right, my son was not born before all that shit. Yeah, super young. Like my son wasn't born, like fresh out of high school.
Yeah.
But I was blogging, and I was blogging like a lot, like WordPress, and before then Max Pages, like back when Hotmail was the shit, like like all that shit, right? So I hooked up with him, and I was like, yo, because you have the access, let's come to a number for how many blogs I could put out in a day, and it was like a nice number. Looking back, it really wasn't, but to me, I thought it was cool, so I was doing that shit. So maybe I'll make like. I could say like it maybe $5 a post with a certain amount of words, right? I would try to pump out 6 a day, but I was getting paid, so then I would do like 6-7 a day. And then it got to a point where like I was built up a name where I was able to go to basketball events. And then I was having to hire a photographer. And then just that shit kept getting like a back and forth, couldn't get like consistent one, so I just picked up a camera and just started shooting myself. But like I never would have a camera consistent. I always knew someone that had like a camera, and I just used the shit. Or the point and shoot served me until like for years. Years. I used the point and shoot for a very long time. Not that one.
I was gonna say.
No, eventually like I had cool pics. And I had like the easy shares.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I had those cool, specifically like cool pics. The easy shares.
Shout out to cool pics.
Yeah, shout out to easy shares. Easy shares helped me down.
The Kodaks, right?
Yeah. No, easy share I think might have been. Is it? I don't know.
Kodak. I think I saw one at Thrift recently, bro.
Okay, so easy
Kodak
shares.
Easy shares, bro. Yeah,
easy shares held me down for years. For years before I knew a DSLR and shit like that. But I was paying them. But eventually, like what made me get my first DSLR is a wild story. Because I was a writer. Somebody asked me to cover it. So somebody that used to work at Nice Kicks, that now worked at a website called Flow Hoops, which is still around. They're very heavy in streaming for like college and youth sports. So they were like, yo, I got $1,200 for you to go to this tournament, this high school tournament, and I want 5 interviews, but you gotta film them too, but you gotta write an article from day 1 and day 2. And I was like,
cover this shit.
Cool, like $1,200. I was like, alright, bet, because that's a lot of fucking money. I was going to this tournament anyway for free. I was just gonna fucking go and write about it anyway. So I was like, alright, bet. So I met up with somebody that was supposed to sell me a kit with like a kit lens and a zoom lens and a flash and batteries. They met up with me. They ended up not having the flash, and I was mad because I ended up still paying them like full price. But it was a T2i, and it was the reason why I'm happy it was a T2i is because the eyes in Rebels they have the mic jack if you just get like a T3 or T5, something that doesn't have an eye, there's no mic
It's a
jack.
content maker, man. It's a content
There's no mic
workhorse.
jack. So, and there's no flip out screen.
Yeah.
So that's how I got in. That's really how I got into it.
Word.
Yeah.
Word, bro. And it's evolved, bro. It's like you cover like the fucking WNBA and you're just mad shit, bro.
Yeah, I got to do cool thing. And before the WNBA was NBA.
Yeah.
Like I'm very spoiled with how I got into it.
The thing.
Because
I only pick up a little bit of like.
So you got to think this is maybe. Let's say this is 24th. Oh no, this is before when All-Star Weekend was in New York in 2015, right?
Okay.
So this is all before then. Wow.
Yeah, recount your story, bro. I'm here for it.
I'm trying to I want to place it. I want to think of the year that I got that gig with Flow Hoops to buy that camera, because once I got that, I just kept doing sports. And the reason why the WNBA transition was really easy because I would go to the girls' games because the girls' games were first, and I'd go to the girls' games because nobody else was there, and I'd be able to get position. And I would just stay. I'd shoot the girls' games the same way I'd shoot the boys' games, but I would just stay, and I'd be in the best position for the boys' games because I'd be there already. No one else would be there because like the shit gets like filled up quickly. Their baselines, other people got credentials. That's how you just got to get to your spot a lot of times with high school and like street ball and all that shit.
What are some pointers, bro? Like it's weird. Like I picked up not necessarily event photography, but like I don't know. Like I can photograph like musicians like from this. Like what are like some pointers, bro? Like what like drives you? Like when you're approaching a gig, and I don't want this to derail the story, but when you're approaching a gig,
I'm listening.
Like what is making you choose like where you just see like where the hot spots are, like kind of how like.
Gigs like an event or like basketball
or basketball. There's in basketball or just even in gigs. Like it's like I follow like I end up following like I want to get as intimate as possible, but I want to be like stealthy. But like with like basketball and stuff, like you get like coverage. Like I'm in this like weird sphere where I want a weird ass angle. Like I don't know, like
no, you want to be but it depends on what you're there for. Are you shooting it for a client? Are you shooting it with a purpose? Like what's the purpose you're shooting there for? Like I've shot games where I had a credential to shoot baseline, and my goal was to shoot the sneakers the player was wearing because I was contracted by the brand to do that.
Right? You have to highlight the sneakers.
Yeah, it was a P, like it was it was a P that night, and it was like, yo, you're only here to shoot. This is what you're here for. Like you want to highlight because this is the pictures we're gonna use when we send it in our PR. Like, yo, it was a championship ring night. They got the ring, the ceremony, and that's the sneaker that they're gonna wear. The first game that they get their ring night, there was mad gold on it, all that shit. So in that sense, I'm shooting differently than if I'm shooting to cover the game. Because I'm contracted for a media outlet. Because the media outlets, they want certain kinds of pictures. They want full body, like they say, face body ball. Okay. You know what I mean?
All right. Where?
Like they want to see the face with the ball and the full body. Right? A lot of, like they call them hero pictures. Sometimes no, they don't want that. But sometimes I'm there for the player. Yeah. Right? The player might have paid me to be there, so I'm getting the best pictures of them. Like so then crazy. I can like do certain things, you know what I mean? Even though I got a floor credential, I might fucking take the elevator as far as I can and then see if like I could talk to somebody that's going up to the light or whatever the fuck, just so I can walk with them, like, yo, can I just walk with you and take a picture so I can shoot straight down in the court? That's dope. A true story. I've done that.
It's dope.
It all depends. So it's a hard question at this point. Like if I do what I want, I don't know if I do it. It's hard because I don't even. Recently I don't know even fucking what I want anymore because I'm never really shooting. I'm shooting with a purpose so much.
Yeah.
That's all really why I'm shooting these days.
No. It's weird, man. Like as a side note, man, Sin was here yesterday. Either yesterday or day before yesterday. But it was day before yesterday. She was here. Shout out to Simple Photo. She was here and she was giving headshots to Isabel, and she's like talking about like how do I get the client to like relax, and I'm like, I don't fucking know. I just been taking photos of like
model shit is Model shit is wild. You
Yeah.
really gotta relate to them. You gotta talk to them. You just gotta make them as comfortable where they don't feel like they're taking pictures.
You were in the middle of a story though. I totally derailed it.
No.
But yeah, man, fucking like models is, it's like I don't know. I don't really know how to really work with them either, man. I'm very reactive when it comes to the shots, man. Like I feel like you don't have the problem. I feel like I had Stills by Christian did an episode here too.
Shout out Christian.
Shout out to Christian, bro. I'm trying to get everybody for a round table. This the second.
Yo, whenever Christian's pictures get reposted other places, I get so happy. I get so frustrated when he doesn't get tagged.
Oh,
That
dude,
shit,
bro.
like, and then I'll go to bat for
Teddy
y'all. Like,
Wop,
if anytime
bro.
I see y'all, I'm like in post, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, yeah, this is the person. Y'all took their shit. Let them fucking get. Cause I know what that shit means. Yo, the T-shirts I put out say tag your photographer.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever seen any of my tag your photographer T-shirts.
No, I didn't see the T-shirts, but I do.
I gotta bring some tag your photographer
I am a
T-shirts.
recipient of this as well, bro. Shout out, actually, not shout out to New Jersey Shade, bro. They stole my goddamn chicken video.
Yo,
Actually, no, it wasn't the chicken video. It was the downtown holy war. But now I have to be very preemptive to fucking like put my shit on reels because that guy just poaches my shit and reposts it onto fucking reels, man.
I was mad for you,
But
brother.
honestly, I put the one with the baby up, and that one did pretty well. These bastards. Let me see this shit. For the record. Oh, that's awesome.
You can swipe like
These
in
are
the direction.
dope, bro. Oh shit. Yeah, man.
Oh, go the other way.
Damn, you. Oh, yeah.
I was gonna show you other.
I was
other
no. So I swiped right to to a photo of the Comedy Cellar. We're gonna get a little bit into this, bro.
Oh.
So what?
I was trying to show you the other colors.
No, I know. I'm going the wrong way, but I'm like, yeah,
You know what
man.
I mean?
You cover a lot of you cover a lot of the comedy scene as well, bro.
Yeah, I write some of that stuff too. Yeah, I'm a
You write comedy?
Comedy Conduit is a real alliteration.
Okay, all right.
And that's how
What do you have, like-
having that relationship has allowed me to be able to bring. Shout out to Liz, the owner of the Comedy Cellar. Like, thank you for always letting me bring a camera into the Comedy Cellar and allowing me to just do things. You know what I mean?
Word, bro.
It's,
How did you find yourself in that scene?
Writing and being.
Damn.
I think I am. I just believe if you put out a certain thing, like if you positioning yourself is great, and then like just being prepared, like I don't know, man. I don't want to come off sound preachy just because there's a mic in front of me, but like
I had somebody cry on this shit. Before, bro. Yeah.
I hope I don't cry. I don't think I will.
No, you don't. I don't think you're gonna cry. I don't think I'm reaching that
I
deep
don't
of
know.
emotion.
The comedy shit, it's just, I guess it's just being yourself. I don't know if you're funny and you like things and you can talk well.
So what do you normally write? You're writing like bits or fucking?
I've been thankful enough to, excuse me, to be able to sit in on people's writing circles.
Word.
And to help things. So yeah, comedy conduit. So because of that, I've been able. You were talking about the Cellar. I'm able to bring a camera there and shoot there and things like that.
Bro.
And then a lot of those guys.
It's crazy because like fucking there's the one guy I think his name is Nimesh Patel.
Yeah, Nimesh. Shout out Nimesh, who is doing the Barclay, who's doing Madison Square Garden on New Year's Eve. So and tickets are for sale right now. Go shout out Nimesh. Nimesh is doing a nationwide tour right now. He was in New Brunswick last month.
Really?
Yeah, he did two. He was only gonna do one night. What is the shit that has the cobblestones in front of it?
I think it might be State Theater. I could be wrong, bro.
I don't know the name of it.
The only time I went to New Brunswick was for Louis C.K.'s State Theater.
Okay. But yeah, Nimesh is killing shit right now.
Yeah, bro.
And like I said, he's doing either the Garden or the Barclays for New Year's. I believe it's Garden, though.
Yeah, word. Yeah, I think before you were telling me, like, yo, this guy's like a major sneakerhead.
Yeah, he is. He definitely is. I owe him a pair of Kobe's. If you ever hear this, So
Yo, Ben's
we
we
were
like
talk-
8
yo.
different hustles, bro.
we were talking about, I love sneakers. Sneakers is
No,
one of my
I
favorite
know,
things
bro.
to like write about.
Bro,
it got me to a point. I was talking about the Hoop Doctors and Adam Kingsley earlier. The sneaker set, I started that sneaker section for the Hoop Doctors, and that got me my relationship with a lot of like the sportswear brands that I could talk to now.
Crazy, bro.
But you gotta
It's just crazy network effect
blog
right
shit.
now.
09 is a wild time, yo. 2009, 2010, like it was a wild time.
Yo, you hit that shit
I had
young,
a friend,
though, bro.
and I'm full circle. I'm happy that we started the way that we started.
Yeah.
The person who taught me how to make money online, I only know from playing DDR at Funny Games.
Really?
Uh-huh.
The Lenny guys from that?
100%.
Shout out to Lenny, bro. I'm
Lenny
sorry
Gator.
it didn't work out of the room, bro.
Yo, Lenny, I know I owe you a phone call too. I haven't spoken to him in a couple of
Oh,
weeks
it's all
now.
good, bro.
But I do. But because he was Complex's first social media manager.
Yeah.
And he was very heavy. He knew how to manipulate Dig and Reddit and Stumble Upon at the time.
Huh.
So he was able to get things to pop and like get things trending on those things. And because of that, I was his intern. So I always like to say I was Complex's first social media intern.
Yeah. Word, bro. That's
Technically,
fucking crazy.
but not really. He paid me, but out of pocket.
What was Reddit like in 09? That's gotta be no way.
But shit, I mean,
That's
yo,
probably- I
it's
remember
easier to do
early
things.
Reddit.
I mean, honestly, it's the same.
Yeah.
Reddit's been the same.
Huh. Dig and fucking
Stumble
Stumble
Upon.
Upon was the shit, yo. Stumble Upon probably still is the shit. It's just
I don't know if that's even a thing
Like,
anymore.
you think it's a thing anymore? Photo Bucket hit me up today. It was like, yo, we're about to deactivate your account. I was like, oh shit.
Wow, at least you got the email. I had my Yahoo account shut down recently, which was my main account growing up.
Wait, oh, that's fucked up. I know.
Right.
MySpace did a fucking straight up genocide.
I kept up with all those updates though.
What's up? You were like, nah.
I kept up with all those updates.
Yeah.
So all that shit was preserved it's still preserved.
I was
You
in
can
the
go on my MySpace right now.
I'm
MySpace.com
so
/Ben _stays_fitted.
That's actually where you can contact him the most right now. Ben only keeps up on
Yo,
MySpace.
I had to get my point and shoot. My fucking MySpace picture was like gifs of me in fucking like different outfits walking.
Yo, that's awesome.
So like it was like
awesome.
it was stop motion photography that I made into a GIF that I was able to upload to my picture. You know, MySpace was the first way I learned how to make money online. Making like a top friend generator.
Really?
That's how I first learned how to make money online.
Friend generator?
Yeah, so remember top 8?
Yeah.
So there was a point in time where you could manipulate the HTML for that. But
That's
like nobody ever really wanted to go through and do that, and neither did I. So when I was younger, I was able to go to Bergen Academies for Saturday school. All right, they just taught me like computer shit.
Yeah.
But I sat next to kids who, when I was in elementary, like middle school, smoking weed, like doing wild shit. Like they probably took acid. Like they were listening. They were the kids that like got me on like listening to System of a Down. Like that's why I like steal this album and like this was like my shit. And Toxicity album's like my shit because of like these kids. But so I would do class shit, but they would show me, yo, this is how you write scripts. So I was like, all right, word. So I was like, I don't want to make like I don't want to fucking like do top 8s like all the time, but I want to have like the homies there, and I want to have like their name with blue, and I want to have the picture of us. Yeah. And you know what I mean? I want to have my brother as the first one, so I did that, and then on Max Pages would let you host shit for free. So I put a generator on there, and I just sold ads, and I put that on there, and I was selling ads on that. I was in middle school getting checks, bro.
Damn, bro. Oh my god.
And that wasn't even like that was a good hustle, but yo, selling ringtones in Patterson as a middle schooler was the better hustle than that.
Selling ringtones.
Did you have it next?
Bro, these are the childhood stories. You were like, I have a brother.
No, when you were in middle school, did you have it next though?
I don't think so. I didn't think I got. Maybe I might have next. I had the Verizon. I think they were LGs.
No, so you never had like a 730?
Nah.
Or like the 860 with the button?
I definitely had ringtones though. I had ringtones. What was the one? I had The World Is Yours. You know what's fucked up is I still had The World Is Yours when I was like 14, and it would only be like a 15-second clip of it. I had The World Is Yours, and what the fuck else did I have? I think I had Everybody Dance now because I wanted to be
That's a good song. That's a good like somebody's calling song.
Everybody Dance. It'd be like, oh, I gotta take that.
Right. especially if that's how it starts. If it starts with if it starts with that, you're good money.
Yeah, man.
But nah, Nextels, it was a thing where if you held the up button, and people, I don't know if anybody listens to this with a Nextel, I don't know if this is somewhere where they could comment. Please comment.
There's a live stream, bro. Shout out to Derek Dorda. Shout out to Billy Prempe.
Live stream would mean that this is being streamed live right now.
No, this is not getting streamed live right now.
Not live stream.
But it will be. It will be. This will be live streamed. Okay. Everything is live streamed immediately. Unshout out to the goddamn software that I've been using, bro.
Shout out to that software.
I owe like 8 episodes right now because the software updated, and like it's cutting my fucking video 10 seconds in. So now I can't say, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of like it's like you're cutting my intro, bro. It's like
that's
you're cutting,
weird.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. It's weird. I have to figure out
a way. It's a very weird thing to happen.
I've been adding 10 seconds of leader to these things just to try to see
if
it'll cut off. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I gotta.
Smart.
I can't not. It's for the people.
That's smart.
But yeah, man, fucking.
Yeah, but if you had a Nextel, bro, you know what the ringtone shit was. I was one of those people selling ringtones, and it was $2 a ringtone or $5, and I'll fill your phone.
Wait, so how would you go? You just go up to people and be like, "Yo, you trying to buy a ringtone?"
No, it got to all I had to do was let the homies know, and they would just tell people, "Yo, I could get," because people wanted to change their. People were going to the malls or downtown to get new ringtones put on their phone. You would hold the up button and it would play because there's a speaker, or if somebody bleeped you or called you, the alert would be the ringtone.
Yeah.
People change them shit so often. I change them shits often, but I wasn't gonna fucking pay for that shit.
Yeah.
Got a fucking computer and a data cable, and I was on Boxed In forums very early, so like I knew how to do this shit. And all I had to do was let the homies know, like my friends, and they would do all the marketing. And then one person had to do was like, yo, there's a kid down the street who you don't have to go to the mall. You could just go to his house and you can just fucking think before you go there with a list and like, yo, I want these songs on my phone as my ringtone. And I was that person. I had this was one of the first times that like my mother looked at me like, all right, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Because I had people waiting outside on the porch.
Yeah.
It was a lot. I'm telling you, it was a line on everything I love. It was a line of people. Because it would take a while to move 4 megabytes of fucking like data from a computer to a data cable. Yeah, to an i730. That's probably got like an aftermarket clear case on it and lit up a lot. Yo, I hope to God that there's somebody who understands what I'm talking about.
No, I'm pretty sure. Bro, what's crazy is
Nextel culture was a culture.
It kind of comes full circle, bro. Fucking. That's how people.
Shout out Jaquan in the fucking NASCAR in the hood hop video with the NASCAR 730s. Yo, in the hood hop video with the NASCAR 730s, man.
Oh my god.
I want to pull up the video just so I can see it, because fuck, everybody in the video had if you had the NASCAR 730 back then, bro, you was getting money. That was before the 860 came out with the button. I'm sorry, like please continue.
It's crazy because I was saying fucking that's how people in Ripe fucking remembered me, and it's weird, and I forgot about it. Like
Nextel?
No, it wasn't Nextels, but it was like that same like hustle when I was like a little kid, bro. Drake made me graduate high school, bro.
I gotta understand this,
bro. So check this shit out. So I was the iPod kid. I had an iPod.
He didn't help you. He didn't help you get through.
No, it wasn't like Drake came to my high school and was like, "Here, motherfucker." In 2009, that's the so
wild time. That's a wild time.
I had the iPod, and then I'd be listening to my iPod. Everybody remember me as the fucking iPod kid, and I would just be bumping some shit. Even fucking like the superintendents would be like, "Yo." The superintendent would go and be like, "Yo, this guy's got fucking like KRS-One in his iPod." I'm like, I was a really big music head when I was a little kid. So fucking
that's clean.
What's it called? I remember I would loan my iPod to this chick, and fucking she wanted Drake. So and this is the So Far Gone mixtape. Everybody was into Lil Wayne back in the day. I wasn't a big Lil Wayne fan then. I'm a huge Lil Wayne fan now. I think he's one of the greatest. Yeah. I was like,
you're of
Lil
our
Wayne.
age.
He's not fucking Run DMC.
Of our age, Lil Wayne is our Jay-Z.
So yeah, so she turned me on to Drake's So Far Gone mixtape, and then and this is like a month after it came out, and fucking it was like fucking what is it, like congratulations or birthday or whatever the fuck shit was on there. I remember Bria's interlude was dope. So
Congratulations wasn't on So Far Gone.
I
but
knew.
great
So
song.
everybody was listening. I wasn't on.
No.
Was it? All right, whatever. Fucking or like Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
Houston,
Atlanta,
Vegas.
So Far Gone.
So fucking.
So definitely on that.
What's it called? So then Drake's first album starts to come out. I'm working in the tech office at the time, right? And
The
we had
tech office. What is
in
the
Manchester.
tech office?
Manchester, we had the tech office where it was like the people who fix all the computers
Didn't know
go
this.
and like this is where they're at. So I don't know. I didn't necessarily get any like apprenticeship or anything. I would just hang out in the tech office, and they like took me as a tech office
That's cool.
techie. Because I knew how to get Icy Climber on the computers, and they were like, "Yo, come
Icy
with
Climber.
us."
Yo, no, if Icy Tower.
Icy Tower, there you go.
Yeah, don't disrespect.
Don't,
Yo,
don't disrespect the Icy.
I'ma
I've been
go
playing
home
Smash
and
Brothers. Shout out to
I'm
Dude.
going home and downloading Icy Tower today. What the fuck? I haven't heard that shit in like a decade.
So I think it was like a test.
Memory
by the people.
unlocked.
So fucking,
Wow.
they took me on as apprentice, but there was this CD burner, and it was like a 5-tier CD burner, and Drake's. So I found out.
Oh, the
that,
one where you could just load in a bunch of CDs.
you could load in a bunch of CDs and burn them all at the same
I see.
time because you had to install
The
software.
guy in my church had one.
Bro, so fucking, I get towards my senior year, slacker, fucking, they hit me up and they're like, yo, you need to come up with like, I think it was like $800 or something, or like $500 to graduate, because apparently you have to pay student dues of like $125 a year, and you never pay. Like my mom worked at like
To
Stop
be a
and Shop.
student, you have to pay to be a student.
Yes, that's exactly.
I've never known that.
Or to graduate or some shit.
I've never known that.
They hit me up and they were like, yo, you need to pay this money. And my mom's like, I don't have any fucking money.
How you gonna ask for that lump sum right now?
Yeah,
or else
yeah.
don't graduate. It's
So
like,
I
alright, cool.
fucking,
That shit
I
is
pirated Drake's album off of Frostwire. No, I had the leak because
Frostwire
I
is
really
nuts.
liked. No, I was on like 4chan. I think it was 4chan, but then Two Dope Boys said it got like leaked.
Shout out Mecca.
I was on Two Dope Boys and Not Right like every fucking day, and the Megatron Don. Shout out to Just Blaze's blog and Kanye's blog too. Kanye University was one of the
which
greatest.
wasn't Kanye's blog. He bought from somebody that was running it.
What, really? Like Kanye University?
That's a fact.
No way, really?
That's a fact.
Damn, you're fucking destroying my whole childhood
That's a
right
fact.
now. I bought
They still ran
WhereAreYouEasy.com.
and they still ran it. They ran it with Kanye's support though, obviously, because they
Bro, it
had all
was
that
fucking
insider
awesome. Fucking Kanye's blog was great, bro.
shit. Yeah, the Kanye University shit.
Yeah, Kanye University
I forget
and the
person's
Megatron
name that
Don.
ran that.
The Megatron Don was the shit, though.
I didn't read that, yo.
Oh, you didn't read Megatron Don? No. I'm a big
No.
Just Blaze fan. So
Oh.
anyway, so I found fucking Drake's album leak. It was like 2 weeks before it came out. So I downloaded it and I burned it onto a CD, and I just burned mad CDs. And then I fucking would sell them off for like $5, and that's how everybody from Rife remembered me, bro. I was like, and it's weird because I forgot about that shit. And then they were like, yo, you sold me my first album, bro. And I was like, what? It's like, Rue came up to me, he was like, you sold me my first album. And I was like, what do you mean I sold you your first album? He's like, dude, you gave me Drake's first album. And I was like, it was my first album. I was like, oh shit.
Yo, man.
I was like, I totally forgot. And I made my student dues, and I'm a graduate right now because Drake made not Take Care. What's the one before that shit?
So Far Gone.
Thank Me Later. Thank Me Later paid my fucking
the piano.
Thank Me Later made me fucking graduate, bro. And I'm thanking you now.
That's nuts.
like 13
Wasn't
years
they-
later.
Wow.
Crazy.
Shout out.
Crazy
Jersey.
shit, man. So what's next, man? What are you up to?
Let's see. So last year I got like my first ESPN like production credit, right? For like a long form piece, which is wild. I made something that was 2 hours. They cut it down to 19 minutes.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
And reshot interviews, the principal interviews.
So what was the piece about?
Shout out Diamond DeShields. A client turned very close friend and confidant. Basically, in 2019, you know, she was a She was drafted number 4 in the WNBA draft. Or third, no, she was drafted 3rd. I'm sorry, I don't want to disrespect. She was drafted 3rd her year in the WNBA draft. Same year like Asia Wilson was drafted. So, she went to go play overseas. You know, had a great rookie year. Her second year, All-Star, won the skills contest. Goes to overseas that year. You know, goes to pick up a bag. You know, nice contract. She takes a hit sometime in like October, November. They find a tumor in her back. They remove the tumor. Because of the surgery to remove the tumor, she is unable to walk, unable to like talk, control her body. All this just seizure, just uncontrollable.
Damn.
Right, nerve damage. She has to relearn how to do all this shit, walk, talk, all that shit. This is 2019, 2020. You know, this happens winter of 2019, 2020. I come into the picture in the sense that, and this is all happening with her. She's going through this shit. I'm oblivious to any of this shit, right?
Yeah.
I only have met her like twice in life.
Yeah.
You know, maybe, you know what I mean? Know her as a player. I was there the day she got drafted. I shot when she was getting her makeup done, right?
Yeah.
And I know her because also one of her teammates I know as well, and she's from Philadelphia, and I shot her birthday party, and a bunch of her teammates flew to Philly with her for her birthday party in Philly. And because I was there and I went to break, you know, I'm just hanging out with them. So her and I got cool there, right?
Yeah.
So this happens during 2019. 2020 happens. All-Star Weekend is in Chicago. All-Star Weekend is February of every year. And so it's in Chicago. She plays in Chicago. She calls me. She's like, "Yo, I'm doing things. I need a videographer." Or she DMs me, and I'm like, "All right, cool." You know, I give her my number. We talk about it. I'm like, "All right, cool." But looking back, we actually never talked. This was all electronic.
Yeah.
And she gives me an address, and I mean, I don't want to say whose house it was, but shout out to the fucking NBA player's house it was that she was fucking staying at. And so I didn't know this, so I walk in, and I go upstairs, and then she's like, "Yo, like, I'm looking at her, she looks like uneasy," but I'm like, you know, "What's up?" And then she's like, "Yo, like, alright, I'm watching her take like mad pills and all that shit." And then she's like, "Yo," she shows me like footage of her like fucking trembling, like seizures. Like she tells me, "Yo, I just went through all this shit, blah blah blah." Like, I need somebody to like film my like all this shit, like my recovery. Like, I just, you know, I want to tell this story because, you know, I'm not gonna stay like, you know, I went from not knowing how to talk and walk to like I'm playing again. You know, I feel good enough, like, right? So it's like, but this is February of 2020, right? March 2020, March of 2020, COVID happens, right? But like, you know, so they do play in the WNBA. Like her training, all this shit like stops a lot. You know, she's only 4 months out, 3 months out from just learning how to walk and shit like that. So like, as COVID, as you're like able to fly, I'm with her. I'm going to able, you know, to go do like film, like doctor's visits, you know, treatments, you know, just. And filming it generally, you know, and even like that week, All-Star Weekend, she's dealing with all this shit. She's like just on pain medication, like all this shit. And you know, so the bubble, they play in a bubble, like because of COVID. She gets hurt like on TV, but nobody knows like what it is. They take her off camera. Mind you, they're not. The league doesn't know too much. Her team knows, but the league doesn't know that she went through this. Like this is very kept under under wraps, right?
Because they'll fucking be like, "Oh, liability," or some
right?
shit. Yeah, it's crazy.
So. She leaves the bubble, she trains. In 2021, they win the championship. You know what I mean? She holds a record in the finals for like the most steals in a single game. Like, so it's a good story. So like, and I'm filming all throughout this time, and then we sold the rights to the story to ESPN. And yeah. So
Crazy.
What you asked what I'm doing recently, you know, in doing that, I'm looking to do more long form stuff. I have this sports media company that's doing well, and like I'm able to take a step back and not be so hands-on, so I can delegate a lot more. So you know, I could pick and choose clients a little differently. I can strategize more. This past weekend, I got to shoot a Adidas soccer camp with my son in New York for 2 days.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's full circle.
It was very cool. So it's just doing just building out that sports business more. I want to do a lot more with esports and video games. And I think that there's a lot of not just opportunity. I just think there's a void and there's a way I can help. I'm excited about doing that stuff.
Where?
So yeah, that's things I want to do more. Like here, Bon, we could like scroll through.
Shit.
Like,
Oh wow. Oh, that's so cute, man.
yeah, you know, shout out to Adidas. The Adidas, I'm gonna say it wrong, but Alianza.
Alianza?
Yeah, Alianza de Football Club.
Alianza de Football?
Yeah.
Okay, word.
You know.
What's it like having? What's it like with your son, man? Like how? Like what's it like being a father?
You know, like
look at like
drive
for
is
the
a little
record,
different.
like I wish this was a visual podcast that I like. That's like Ben's showing me a photo of his son with his camera right now. I was like, what's that like, man? Like seeing like that's gotta be.
You know, he gives a drive like that always helps. I don't know, like, so
it's a deep conversation.
there's people so like I would like to say that like I have like, oh, this is the reason why I have the drive and he's my why.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to say that shit, and I'm sure that's a lot of that's true. I'm sure that a lot of that's
I'm not
true.
pushing that. I'm like that.
But it's, you know, like I know people that like have children and who don't have the same drive and shit like that. So it's like I don't know, like it gives, and my, you know, for the record, like my son is special needs, right? So like there's that level of, like, my son's autistic, he's on the spectrum, so there's that level of added attention that he needs. So I don't know, it's I don't know what life is like without him, right? So like I can't really say like, oh yo, it's like this. Like I don't know, it's just like everything else.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Word, bro. Well, where can we find you on social media?
Let's see. It's a lot. I mean,
mostly
honestly,
on MySpace.
Yeah, mostly
if you
on
want to
MySpace.
buy a friend the topic generator
No, if you want to be on,
or some ringtones. I'm just kidding.
no, just for the pages is
Oh
fucking
god
nuts,
damn, bro.
right? So it's like,
holy shit.
but you can catch me on Ben Shot It mostly. Like, on Ben Shot It on everything. It's same thing, you know. It's do a lot of. It's all the same.
Instagram, Ben, thank you for a wonderful conversation. Love you, bro.
Ben Shot It on everything. Catch your prototype and phenotype. I'm gonna come through and take pictures and
Ben
shit.
Shot It, ladies and gentlemen. Afternoon FM. Stay beautiful, people.
I can turn it up without. Oh.